the biggest search engine provider. Then you have Bing also, which is of Microsoft company. Then you have China's leading search engine provider is Baidu. You might have heard about Ask, ASK, Yahoo.com. So all these are search engines. So today we will discuss about search engine marketing and how it is done, what are its contents. Formal definition of search engine marketing is that it is a form of internet marketing. It is a kind of internet marketing which involves the promotion of the website. The company wants to promote its website and they want to appear in or make their visibility in the search engine result page, which we call it as SERP, search engine results page. So search engine marketing basically has two parts. One is search engine advertising and second one is search engine optimization. So one by one we will discuss more about search engine advertising first and then later about SEO. If you look at any search item, like if you search for shaving trimmer, which is the need of the hour during this lockdown, so you will find that lots of items are displayed, right? So how these items have come here, how these items have appeared here in the search. Like you are finding that initially you are seeing the some of the contents written as sponsored, and you are seeing some of the contents like image also is there, Philips, nyka.com, free delivery, Foxy, all these are Snapdeals. So these are the websites which are here. Then you also see down that Amazon.com is also there. So what are these two things? So this which is written as sponsored, which has got the image of Philips, free delivery, Nika.com or Snapdeal. These are examples of search engine advertising. So we have to discuss in detail that how it happens, what are the criteria for appearing on this search result page. Because what is the objective? The objective of any organization is to appear in the search result of the customer. What will happen? A customer will search any item, it will show some websites and the customer will go to that link to that website, and ultimately the customer will purchase that product and the revenue will come to the company. So this is how search engine advertisement works. So in detail we have to discuss search engine optimization and search engine advertising. Now let us look first at search engine advertising, how it is done, or why a company should go for search engine advertising, why the company should pay for these ads to Google for displaying these ads, which is written as sponsored in the right hand side. It means that these are advertisement. So what are the reasons why a company should pay for appearing in these search results? First one is capture intent. Capture intent means that if a customer is searching in the website or in the searching in the Google search, then it makes one thing very clear that they have both interest and intent. Interest means that customer is interested in searching for that product, furniture or jewelry, any product you search, it means that you are actually looking for that product. So this is known as pull medium. Pull medium means that a consumer or as a user I am searching for that product. I myself is searching for the product, right? So I don't mind if the advertisements are shown because it will ultimately help me. It is helping me by showing the results, and now I am clicking that result. So first thing is to capture intent. right? For those who are looking for product. Second is ease of action. It is very simple, as we have discussed in the previous class that on an average 4 to 5 hours we are spending on mobile phones. Then we are on laptops, computers. Whenever we need some product, first what we do, we search. So for a user, it is very easy to search about the websites, web page, or the e-commerce site where I can get the product. So it is very simple to use. So search engine advertising is very simple to use because customer has ease of action. Third is the company can, this is from the marketer point of view, means that if I am interested to appear on the Google search result, then why I should be paying to Google? We are discussing these things. So controlled cost through Google Ads. We will discuss Google Ads in subsequent classes. How these ads, earlier Google Ads were known as Google AdWords. So we will discuss in this chapter also how these ads are created. So these ads are created by opening an account in Google AdWords. So there is a detailed process for creating your account, and then you pay, you bid. So all these things we will discuss in this chapter. So you can control the cost. This is a part of Google Ad because the advertisement which you are, the advertisement for which you are paying. The beauty of Google Ad is what? Suppose you have searched for some product on Google and various options are displayed. Now, if as a consumer I click on that, until and unless I click on that link, the Google, I will not have to, I don't have to pay to Google. So that is the concept of Google Ads. What is the concept? That if the customer or the user clicks that link, then only as a marketer I am supposed to pay to Google. That's why this Google AdWords model is known as cost per click model. Once if a user clicks that ad, then only as a marketer or advertiser I have to pay. Suppose these ads have come here. So as a user, if I click on Nykaa.com, right, then only this company, which is an advertiser, has to pay to the company that is here, Google. If I don't click it, it is, I don't have to, as a Nykaa.com, I no need to pay to Google. So this is the model which is known as cost per click. So whenever customer clicks, then only I have to pay. So that's why there is no base charge for creating ads. If you are displaying your ads, then there is no base charge. All of you are most welcome to display your advertisement. Only when you click, you have to pay as a advertiser. Another big advantage of coming on Google Ads is Google Analytics, which is again a very excellent concept by Google, which helps you to understand various metrics. These metrics are that once you have created Google Ads, then Google Analytics will Google Analytics will help you to measure this. Measure means what? Measures means various metrics like what is the average cost per click. Suppose I have my search appears every time on Google page, then how many customers, how many users have clicked that? All these information Google will provide me. Now, how many have clicked, how many have purchased, what is the time spent, where whether the customers are going to that website, all these analytics metrics the Google will share with us. So that is the beauty of Google Analytics. So that is also, you can measure your return on investment, unlike advertisement which is shown on television, where the marketer may not be knowing actually that how many people are actually seeing. If I created an advertisement of Kellogg's Chocos, in Pogo channel, then who has seen that ad? The kids have seen, or the mother has seen. Who has seen that ad? So that is, in case of television advertisement, these things cannot be measured very easily until unless you go for certain measurement tools like television audience measurements and TRP rating, all those things are. Next is competition. Why you need to advertise? You need to come on Google search, because if you will not do, your competitor will do. If you are if a customer is searching for shaving trimmer, then if I am not advertising here, then customer may go through Amazon, they may go through other websites. So I have to see that customer, my competitors, if the competitors are present, I should also be present, and I should drive the audience towards my website. Classic example was of Flipkart, which ran the Big Billion Day. And basically, search engine advertising is based on keywords. We will discuss about keywords, keyword search. Basically, the auction is done for keywords. In the coming slides, we will discuss about the Google Ads, where we will discuss how it is done and what is actually for what they bid. So that is actually the keywords which you search. Veg restaurant. So the companies may auction for veg restaurant. That if a customer types veg restaurant, then my restaurant ad should come up. So all these things are there. So this is how it was created. This Big Billion Day campaign was created. Now we need to understand the ad placement, how the ad is placed. Typically, if you look at uh, this any website, and if you search something like, for instance, just a second, if you are, I am trying to show you the website. Are you able to see this website of Google search, which I am showing currently on the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Right, fine. Right, fine. Thanks. So if I search for vacuum cleaner, then you see that right hand side you are seeing some ads which is written as sponsored ad, right hand side, right? Eureka Forbes, free delivery. So these are paid ads. These are Google ads. Through Google ads, these are coming. So how we are discussing about the ad placement, how it is placed. So if you have searched vacuum cleaner, then first one which comes is Amazon. So this is known as organic search. And right hand side, the ads which you are seeing, it is known as paid search. This is organic search, and this is right hand side is paid search. So it depends upon what product you are searching. Right, we have taken the case of this. You can search for any other product item, like say laptop. If you search for laptop, then it will try to show you some local Ranchi based, because it understands that from IP address it is collecting that from where I am. So it will show the ads of local based in Ranchi. And then at the bottom, you will also find some advertisement. Let us look at the previous ad which I have shown. Here you will find that these are organic search. Organic search means these are not, you are seeing it as organic, means that you are not seeing that these are the paid ads. For instance, let us take the case of hotel. So like this. So these are paid ads make my trip. These are coming, right? So these are two things are there. One is organic search, which you are seeing just as without any mention of sponsored. So it creates a authenticity that okay, these are reliable. And right hand side you are seeing some sponsored. Sometimes it appears on the top also. We are not knowing that how it Amazon has come at the top. There can be two reasons. One is search engine optimization and another one is search engine marketing or search engine advertisement. We will be discussing search engine optimization later on. What happens that how the website is optimized, that is also the beauty using technology. If I search for something, how this Amazon is coming on the top, it means that it is how the company has optimized this, number one, and that's why because it is coming on the top. And here you have some of the paids. So the paid will come here also and at the bottom also. Here you see Kitchen Arena, all these are paid. So at the top also, top three. Generally, what happens that in case of Google Ads, what happens that either it can be showed on the top, so maximum 4 ads can appear on the top and then 3 at the bottom. So all these, how it happens, how these ads are shown on the top 3, you can also search. It will show ad, 2 3 items will be showing as ad. So how this happens? So we will discuss about these ad placements and the ad auction model. Basically, it is a ad auction model. This is what I was discussing with you, that how that ad comes, how Amazon ad came on the top, not only because of its search engine optimization. That is, it has optimized its website, it has optimized in such a manner that in the search, its website will come on the top. Apart from that, might be the case that it has paid to Google for coming on the top. What happens that if it has paid and it has optimized also, so the ad will appear as if it is an organic search. You will not be able to differentiate. You will feel that it is a part of natural organic search. So all these things we will discuss. Side, we have seen how ads come on the side, and then at bottom also the side, the ad comes in the Google search based on ad ranking. What is ad ranking? Immediately we will discuss. Ad ranking is nothing but the position at which your ad appears in the search engine results. So what are the parameters of ad ranking? What I should do as a marketer so that my ad is displayed on the top. So all these things we will be discussing in the subsequent slides. Let us look at the ad auction model which is followed by Google. What is the algorithm? How the ad is ranked? It has got two things: maximum bid multiplied by quality score. How the ad is ranked on the website when I search on Google, how it is ranked 1, 2, 3, 4. The basis is how Google ranks you, whether you are on top 1, top 2, top 3. The basis is what? The basis is ad rank. Ad rank consists of two items: maximum bid and quality score. So let us discuss these two items, maximum bid and quality score. How this amount is calculated? How this bid amount is calculated? So let us see how this amount is calculated. Bidding. Like I told you earlier that the bid takes place on the basis of keywords. Google uses keywords for which you are bidding. For instance, shaving trimmer can be a keyword, which is a combination of few words. A company can use the brand name also. So for keyword search, lots of company has to think that what keyword I should put, so that if a customer search for that, my company's website should also be displayed on the top. So Google uses what kind of auction model? Second price auction model. What is this second price auction model? Suppose several companies have gone for bid, and the bid amount, at least the Google suggests some bid. Suggest some bid means that the Google will suggest that for keyword like laptop, 15-inch laptop, HD screen laptop, these can be the keywords. Intel Core i3 laptops. So the Google will tell you that this is the bidding amount for laptop keyword. Now various companies like Asus, HP, or any other company which wants to advertise on Google search will put their bid. Now what bid will be selected? Suppose a company HP has got the highest bid, right? Then what Google will do? What amount I will have to pay? I will have to pay the amount which is quoted by the second bidder. That is, suppose if I have quoted 10 rupees for an ad, which is the highest bid, and my second bid of a competitor, suppose I am HP and I have quoted 10 rupees, and another company like Lenovo, it has quoted 8 rupees. So what, as HP, since I have bid for the highest amount, I will get the bid, but what amount I will have to pay? I will have to pay 8 rupees for that keyword. So this is how the auction takes place, right? So each advertiser has to pay the minimum amount, right, required to rank the next advertiser. And that becomes your actual cost per click. So once bidding starts, 70% of, like I said earlier, at minimum 70% of the suggested bid you have to quote, and then it can be increased, right? Now we have seen that ad rank depends upon maximum bid. So one thing is clear about bid, how bidding takes place. It is based on second price auction model, means bid will go to the first, to the company which has quoted the highest bid, but the amount which he has to pay is for the second bidder. Fine. Now second component of ad rank is quality score. Now what are the components of quality score? Just by paying the bidding amount is not sufficient. One more item is quality score. Quality score depends upon relevancy, click-through rates, and landing page. So let us discuss what are these items. Click-through rate, landing page, and relevance. Landing page. Landing page means once you click that link, you are targeted with the help of that URL, you are targeting the customer to the website. Now the first page which opens once you click the link, that is known as the landing page. So the quality of landing page, how it is decided, how it is determined, or what should be the quality of landing page. Suppose I have searched for pressure cooker and Amazon.com has come. So what will happen, that whether that landing page is taking me to the first page of Amazon where so many products are displayed, or it takes me directly to the second or third page of Amazon where actually the segment is of pressure cooker. So the landing page should be relevant, means it should take me to the exact page where I want to, where intentionally I want to purchase that product. So it should have original content, it should be easy to navigate, and it should have quick loading time. The website, if it starts delaying loading, then you are not interested to visit that website. It should be quick to load. First thing is the landing page. How quickly I can reach that link and the page. Second is click-through rates. Click-through rates. Click-through rates means when a customer will click to that website, if they find it relevant, if they find it interesting, right? So for a website like Amazon or Flipkart, the click-through rate will be high compared to NYKK, Nykaa.com, which we have seen. Why? Because so many people have visited that site, and compared to Nykaa.com or Snapdeal, Amazon is the preferred website for purchasing or doing e-commerce. So click-through rate determines that whether in the past people have visited that website, how many times they have visited. So if your click-through rate is high, it means that more and more people are visiting that site, that link, right? So you have more popularity. In simple terms, your website is more popular. If your click-through rate is high, it means that your quality score will also be high. So first is landing page quality score is determined by the landing page. Second is click-through rates, and the third is relevance. Relevance means what actually is, whether the keyword matches the most search query or not. Whatever I am searching, the query matches with the keyword or not, with the brands or not, or whether the keywords are appearing in the ad headlines or not. That is also relevant. Relevant here means that suppose I am searching for flower delivery. So flower delivery, if I search for flower delivery, then what are the options which are coming? What is my intention here? My intention here is to look for a place where flower can be, from where I can purchase flower and it can be delivered to some place, some home, right? So that is the search item. So whether if I search for flower delivery, then what option is coming on the Google? So that is the relevance, means whether the search query, whether it matches the user desired search, and the brands also, whether the brands which I am bidding for, is it coming there or not. So on these two items, the ad rank is determined. First is maximum bid and second is quality score. So where your ad will be ranked in the ad page, that is whether it will be ranked top, side, bottom, like here you have seen. When it is ranked at bottom, if the ad rank for an ad is lower than the bid amount required to show the ad on the first page. So your ad rank is, means here the score which you have obtained through maximum bid and quality score, if it is not matching with the top 4 search results, means top 4 advertiser, top 4 items which have come on the search, then you will be pushed to bottom, and certainly people tend to click the first, maximum, second, or then they don't, then in between there is organic search, and then at the bottom paid search is there. So generally people find their solution in the top 3 only, or in the organic search, and they don't go to the bottom. But sometimes if they are not satisfied on the top, they may look for the bottom. So this is how the bid amount is calculated and how you have to design these items, that is landing page, click-through rate and relevance. So what should a marketer do? The marketer should highlight its USP in the when they are creating their advertisement. What is they are known for? What they should highlight? For instance, things like satisfaction guaranteed. So what does that mean? Satisfaction guaranteed. If I am mentioning in this my as a USP, then it is not very clear what kind of satisfaction I am talking about or what service provider I am. So this may not be a very good strategy for effective ads. Say up to 50% discount. If I am in the search item, this item is mentioned below my website URL. Certainly the benefit is clear. Customer will know, okay, this is the price, this is the discount which I am going to get. So all these things are about the text phrases or the keywords. What keywords should I use to attract the user, right? And then click on this ad to buy this buy shoes, which is not attractive at all. So click on this ad. So this is irrelevant or unnecessary keyword. Some better keyword can be created. Click to buy amazing shoes or click to avail discount. All these things can be created. So the company can create some items or can mention benefits which the users are going to get. It can be discounts, it can be offers. It can also include a call to action. Call to action means some activity which you want user to do only few hours left, only 2 days left, last day for shopping to avail discount. So all these attracts buyer's intention. Then the company can go for multiple ads for multiple keywords. For other different products, I can create multiple ads and then I can try matching the ad text with the landing page. If I have searched for durable pressure cooker and a website has come. Now if I click that if I click that website and it leads me to the company's website, then I should find that word durable pressure cooker. So there has to be some match between these two, and ultimately audit is required. Closely monitoring the ads are required. So these are the things which we discussed today. Now I request, or if you have any doubt, if you want to ask any question, you can ask. So far, whatever we have discussed, based on that, if you have any doubt, we can discuss that. The search engine marketing. These items are these study materials I have already uploaded in the website. So I would request you to first go through all these, study, come to the class so that at least once you have studied, so you will be much more aware about the terms and then you can be more specific in asking the doubts. We will discuss some case studies also in the coming classes. First your doubts are cleared then. So any question you want to ask from these? Today we discussed search engine marketing or search engine advertising, where we discussed that search engine marketing is about promoting your website so that it appears in the or its visibility increases in the search engine result page, SERP, right? So what are the options the company has? The company has two options. One is search engine advertising, and second one is search engine optimization. How to optimize? That is a purely technical thing. What I should do, we will discuss in the second part of this chapter. First, today we discussed about search engine advertising, which is a paid medium of advertisement. So how it happens, why when we search certain items, why it is displayed on the top, why adjacent, right side, or at the bottom. So there are some logic behind it, and what is that? We discussed that why the company should consider going for paid search, why the company should pay to Google for advertising or promoting their brands. So we discussed that since today the customer believes in ROPO, ROPO, research online, purchase offline, or it can be research online and purchase online. So you go to any search engine and you search for any item, right? So it means that the consumer is or the user is already inclined to purchase that product. That's why it goes to search. First is you get a platform. Second thing is ease of action. Means appearing on Google search is simple to use, is very easy. Third is you can control the cost, which we discussed that the Google AdWord model is based on cost per click. Cost per click means that if I have done the bidding, I have cleared the bidding, and once when I will have to pay to Google, only when if a user clicks that ad, then only I have to pay. So it is a cost per click model. That is the beauty. And another point is Google Analytics. If I go through search engine advertising, then all the various details like when the user has clicked, where it has led, when they have come, how long they have stayed on the website, all these informations can be shared using Google Analytics. So that is another benefit. Then you have competition. Since competitor is already present there, so why not you also be present there? Like we had discussed the case of Flipkart and Amazon, that is Big Billion Day. Then we discussed the ad placement, right? So any question if you have, otherwise Vishal sir has come, so I will take a leave. I will conclude this session. Then on Wednesday we will discuss further the remaining part of this chapter. Fine. Okay, ma'am. So विशाल सर
ओके सर
कंक्लूड कर रहे हैं हाँ
Sir.
ओके हाँ ठीक है सर
Good evening, sir.
हाँ गुड इवनिंग सर ठीक है सर तो कंक्लूड कर रहे हैं
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
ओके
Hello.